Good morning, Steve Russell. It's Jacob Dethridge. Good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning. I think I said that I would read you one golden book, and then I didn't do it, and then I said I would read you another golden book, and I think that I didn't do it. I think that we sent it to you. I think that Feather made it, and I just didn't read it. And I don't know which one it was at this point. I can look it up, but I wouldn't be able to find another copy. So, good morning. I'm just going to read you. I went through and I looked at the golden books, and this is the first one that came to my hand. It's City Boy, Country Boy. So, good morning. Thank you for participating in the weird promotional thing. I complained that nobody asks me to read a golden book for them, and then you asked me to read a golden book for you, and then I didn't do it twice. So, City Boy, Country Boy. Adapted from a story by Mira Loeb. Pictures by Susie Weigel. Bobby, get up and dress or you'll be late. Remember, this is the last day of kindergarten, his mother called. On the way to kindergarten, Bobby's mother said, hold my hand when we cross the busy streets. See what we have made with blocks? Bobby said in kindergarten, a beautiful city with busy streets just like a real city. There's a tall building like the one my father works in, said Jamie. Look, said Susie, I painted a picture of my house. True. She did. Susie. Said Linda. She was in the kitchen of the kindergarten. We are making cookies for everyone. After lunch, we'll have a party and eat all the cookies. There's no place to sit in my office. I'm sitting on this table, and it's uncomfortable. That night, after kindergarten was over, Bobby played and sang in the bathtub. He was excited. Tomorrow, he was going to visit his friend Johnny on a farm in the country because he was no longer in kindergarten. It was over. He's done. And he's in the bathtub. Ready? And for you puritanical folks out there, look away. He's in the bathtub. Time to get up, said Johnny. He jumped out of bed and washed himself in a pan of water by his bed. I have so many things to do in the farm early in the morning. After Johnny had his breakfast, he fed the animals. Here are your oats, he said to the horses. Here is your corn, he said to the geese and pigs. When Johnny finished his chores, he went to play with his friends. Look over here, said Donald. We built a dam across the brook. They got it better in the country, boy, I'll tell you. Some other friends had built a store. My friend Bobby is coming from the city tomorrow. Maybe he will buy something in our store. After dinner, Johnny had to feed the animals again. Here is your hay, he said to the horses, and here are some beets for the pigs and some milk for you, little lamb. Lambs love milk. That night, when Johnny went to bed, he was too excited to sleep. He went onto the balcony and thought to himself, won't tomorrow ever come? I can't wait to see my friend Bobby. In the morning, Johnny ran to meet Bobby at the bus stop, and Bobby was the first one off the bus. Johnny, Johnny, shouted Bobby. He ran towards his friend. Look, I brought my sailboat with me. We can sail it in the creek. The next morning, Johnny took the gray horse out of the barn. Hold tight, he told Bobby. Giddy up, he told the horse, and away they went. It was the first time Bobby had ridden a real live horse. This narrative has some serious problems. There's time gaps in here. Time just disappears. What are these kids doing for a whole day, and then the next morning, we don't get any details? All right. One day, Bobby saw a big house in the valley. What is that building, Johnny? This is where I'm going to school when summer is over, answered Johnny. The next evening, when the boys came home from play, Johnny said, Bobby, look, here are two surprises, a brown school bag for you and a gray one for me. The boys put their school bags over their shoulder. All the animals watched them. Are you too big to play with us now? The animals seemed to ask. Oh. Then summer was over and Bobby went home. Johnny went to school and learned many things. Best of all, he learned to write. Bobby went to school in the city. He learned to write too. Then he wrote a letter to Johnny and thanked him for the wonderful summer on the farm. picture of the school in the city, right? And then on the previous page, they're writing mama, ah. And here's a picture of the kids in the country at the school, less students. And they're writing my. Mm. So that's it. That's it. If you want another one, I'll just keep reading them to you, Steve. You know I love you. Thank you for being my friend, and thank you for supporting my weird little company for as long as you have. I'll see you soon.